Here, flappers, we like to go to extremes. We're not going to bring you the extremes of comedy.
Are you guys ready for this amazing comedian?
Please welcome Diane Kawasaki, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diane Kawasaki.
I actually never had any desire to do stand-up. I was taking a screenwriting course at UCLA, and we would have these like workshop sessions, and I wrote terrible scripts, but people thought my dialogue was kind of fun. So they thought, one of my lecturers recommended that I take a stand-up class to just kind of have that feel of, like, at least, you know, just to kind of have a foundation of comedic writing. I was curious a couple days ago, and I was asking my mom, I was like, hey Mom, how did you tell me I was a little person? Did I cry? Was I sad? What happened? She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think we talk about that. We're actually not a very close family. People treat me differently all the time. It's not really necessarily my family. I mean, maybe they did to some extent, but it was mostly because they were concerned. Like, if I wanted to do things, like when I wanted to drive, they were like, no, you can't drive. There was this one lady, I was like looking for a job like maybe 2 years ago, and she had this ad for a little person, personal assistant, like it was specifically for a little person. And yes, there were red flags everywhere, but sometimes you try things for the heck of it, right? And so I answered the ad, and she just turned out to be some lady that I think she just wanted, like, to get to know a little person. And that's specifically why she did. And all she wanted to do was, like, she hung out, it's just some rich lady in Beverly Hills, and she just wanted to hang out at the peninsula, and I wasn't gonna complain. And you know, and she didn't drive for some reason, so like I drove her around, and it was really odd, but I think she just had a fascination for little people, and posted an ad, and I was the dumb one that was like, okay, like I'll be your little person pet for the week. And like, it was weird, but it was an experience. I was like, what? She's like, I don't know, one time you asked me, Mommy, why am I so small? I told you it was because you're my special baby. You said okay, and that's it. That's it. I learned this from YouTube. That's what happens when you don't have parents to teach you stuff. You have to watch videos. Now it won't even come out. Damn it. Wow. Okay. That was scary.
Were you ever afraid to use knives?
Nope. I should be, though. I'm not really good at it. So a lot of things are a little different for me, like grocery shopping, for example. Most of the things you buy are at eye level, your eye level. So I was asking this guy, I was like, hey, can you get me that box of reduced fat wheat thins up there? He's like, look, that's my stuff and that's your stuff. And then he walks away. Oh, wow. Thank you, sir. But let me introduce you to the short shelf. It's basically Cocoa Puffs and rat poison. And they taste the same. Okay, so now I'm gonna go do some laundry. And as you can see, I've neglected this for quite a while. And it gets really heavy. because somebody had stolen my other stool, and I even posted like a sign, and if you look back there, there's like tape marks over there because I posted a sign that said, "Have you seen me?" and a picture of my stool, and no one cared. So now I have this bike lock here.
What's your combo in case we want to?
I'm not telling anyone. I can trust no one. Alright, so get this here. So I had to quit drinking. Oh, what a bummer. I mean, there was no DUI, no intervention. I had to quit drinking because I found shredded cheese all over my carpet and I had no idea how it got there. At first I thought I had a rodent, then I looked inside of my refrigerator and saw that there was an empty bag of shredded cheese. Then I thought, okay, either I got robbed by Mighty Mouse or I have a drinking problem. Sure enough, I have this flashback of me sitting in front of my refrigerator with the door wide open as I'm eating globs and globs of shredded cheese. No fruit, no crackers, just straight up shredded cheese. If I did not have that flashback, I'd be setting mouse traps only to catch myself. That'd be embarrassing. Well, it's just because it's a longer part.
know,
It's only 3 minutes.
Yeah. No, your mom's stuff is good. You're right. I don't know. I don't think we talk about that.
And my mom.
I say you're my special baby.
No wonder I have problems. My therapist told me that under the circumstances, I'm actually very well adjusted. That's not a good sign.
I thought you'd be much more fucked up.
That's what he said.
You don't cut yourself at all.
He came over to me and like when Diane was walking away, and then he asked me a couple of questions. How old is she? Is she an adult? Can she work? It's like, no, I bought her at a flea market. And she comes with this attitude, I'm taking her back.
You should have just said that. He would have believed you.
I know.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you said anything, they would just believe you. So are you happy with that?
Yeah, we saved money on travel because she was a carry-on. What the fuck, man?
What if we did that? Like, what if we went out on an airplane, like an airlines, and you like, you know how they have like
Just carried you?
Yeah, like you just put me on your lap. Would anyone say anything? Like, what would happen?
If they looked, I would just be like, lifelike, isn't she?
You would.
Ugh. Redonkulous.
So a lot of people ask me like, "Hey Dan, is it okay to call you a midget?" Like, yeah, sure, it's okay. If it's 1968. Back then, if someone saw a little person, they probably thought it was the after effects of LSD. I can just imagine what that was like. I think being a person in general is a constant challenge because there's always something new, you know? Like, there's always something new you're going to learn about yourself. There's always something new you're going to have to take on. Like, even a new job, like, regardless of what body you're in, it's going to have its challenges. It's going to be, like, you know, a little chaotic at first. And that just happens. When I don't know how much of that has to do with me being a little person. I feel like that's just being a human being. Alright, before it gets awkward in here, I'm going to just put it out there. The politically correct term is Asian American. So relax.